Welcome to another episode of Let's Play Catan with Iswan. In this game, I'm going to be placing 4th as red. So on this board, the first thing I notice is there's 2 massive wheat spots and 2 massive ore spots, a 6 and an 8 for both. Neither of them are connected, so it's going to make choosing one of them in the first round quite difficult. So let's see what blue does. I think there's a lot of great wheat spots, so I'd be going for an ore first. I was blue, but no, blue decides to go on the 5, 10, 9 brick, wood and point towards the coast. I completely disagree with this, as in their second spot they're going to have to either go without ore or without wheat, which is not very strong. Green decides to go on the 6, 4, 3 brick, wood, wheat. This is an okay spot. Brick might be hard to get on the second time around, so getting it now will help green to build some roads, if that's the kind of strategy they're going for. Black wisely decides to go for the 6, 5, 11 or wood sheep. This is a great pick because it's pretty obvious that they're going to be able to get a wheat sheep spot for a strong development card game on their second pick after I make my move. Now, for me choosing, I realized that there's a really cool little spot to go. So there are coordinated 4s, brick and wood, which means that if I place on both the 4 brick and the 4 wood, then I'm going to get a free road every single time a 4 rolls. So that's really helpful. Also, there's a 6 wheat and a 6 ore, which means that I'll be getting pretty close to a city every time a 6 rolls. And these 2 spots are really close together. So in this game, I'm going to try something a little bit different. And instead of going for a high production spot, I'm going to go for coordinated spots. So I'm going to choose to go on the 6, 4, 3 or wood sheep. And the 4, 9, 2 brick, wood, wheat would give me a free road, which should allow me to get onto that 6 wheat pretty quickly. So now it's black's turn, and I think they should go on the 5, 10, 9 up the top, wheat, sheep. Let's see what they decide to do. So they decide to go on the 8, 10 wheat sheep. On the wheat port, I don't agree with this position at all. I think they should have gone the 5, 10, 9 where green went. It's more production, and they probably still could have gone on the wheat port. So green takes the 5, 10, 9, leaves them with a lot of wheat in the hand and not really much else. So I don't really like this from green. Now let's see what blue decides to do to pair with that 5, 10, 9. So blue jumps on the 9, 3, 11 wheat, sheep. And let's get this game rolling. So I start off with a free road and bang, 4 rolls on the first turn. This is really good. It means that when I get a sheep, I'll be able to build a settlement straight away. So hopefully a 3 rolls, bang, look at that. So I'm going to be able to build a settlement on my first turn. This 4 wood, 4 brick strategy could not have gone any better, and then get another sheep there, which is really good. Build the settlement on the 6 wheat and 3 for 1 port. Blue trying to trade for an early brick despite the fact that they produce most of the brick on the board, and then does a 4 for 1, 4 sheep for 1 brick. Very strange choice considering how much brick they produce, and builds down to the 411. 5 rolls, giving wood and wheat. Again, green trying to trade for brick. Not many people want to trade brick early on because most people are trying to look for roads and settlements to start off with, so brick's very hard to trade in the early game. Black rolls a 10, giving brick and sheep. My turn. I roll a 5, so more wheat and wood on the board. And 7, so green has to discard. And blue places the robber onto my 4 wood. So this is a kind of a downfall of the coordinated numbers strategy, is that if someone blocks one of your coordinated numbers, it means that you no longer receive the benefit. So if a 4 rolls now, I'm only going to get a brick and no wood to match it with. and then blue built down to the 4 brick 11 sheep. Doesn't really help them too much. And then 6 rolls on black's turn. This is really good for me, giving me ore and wheat. Exactly what this coordinated setup does for me. So that's very strong there. Black's going to have a tough game. They've got to build 2 roads to get to any settlement spot. So I don't envy black's position. A 5 rolls giving wood and wheat. And then a 9 rolls giving me some wheat. Black disconnects from the game. I hope that they don't stay disconnected. I hate playing against bots. They do some crazy moves. And they really kind of ruin the game, especially if someone decides to trade with them. Blue again trying to trade for brick, even though they produce so much brick. Another 5 rolls giving wood and wheat on this board. Lots of 5s, and green builds a settlement up on the 3 for 1 port. 11 gives sheep, and the black bot builds a road towards the wood port. Tries to trade, but I don't like trading with bots. 10 rolls giving brick and sheep. And a 7 rolls. Blue places the robber on the 8 wheat. I don't really agree with this. The bot is generally pretty weak playing and not usually a threat, so I would be blocking someone else in this position. Blue builds down towards that 8 ore, which is going to be very important for their game. I get a sheep, so hopefully a development card. Another sheep, so that's 3 3s in a row. So I buy a development card and get a victory point, doesn't really help me, and bang, a 4. So that's going to be a free road for me right there. Blue builds on the 8 ore and has a pretty long road as it is. So I think blue will go uncontested for longest road in this game. They have a lot of wood and a lot of brick. Now they have some ore, so they're going to be quite dangerous. They've moved very quickly through this early game. So now that I've got a road, I'm going to be aiming down towards the 6 ore, 11 sheep spot. It's going to double up my ore, so that means every time that I roll a 6, I get 2 ore and 1 wheat, making it even easier for me to make a city. I get stolen from by the bot on the 9, and then a 9 rolls, so miss out on that wheat. Build my road. Blue takes longest road really early and is on 6 points already, so they are very dangerous in this game. Very dangerous. If people don't start blocking blue, then they could really run away with it. A 4 rolls, giving me a free road, which is going to be a settlement, so I'm going to be able to build the settlement. And then green cuts off blue. This is a very important move in the game. So I build my settlement on the 6 ore. Blue decides to build the other way. And gets 2 roads. So they're probably going to get in that ore again. 6 rolls, and look at that. I've almost got a city. Really, this strategy can be very effective. I've got 5 cards, so I'm going to try and get a city here, trade for a city. I doubt anyone will take it. So I'm going to take a development card and I get another victory point. Again, I'd probably rather some knights, but not much I can do. Blue is looking very dangerous here. An 8 roll. So on an 8, there's ore and wheat that comes out on this board. So I do not want 8s to roll. Green builds a settlement on the 8 ore. Green is also dangerous in this game. They have very high wheat, high ore, and a bit of sheep. So there's a lot of contenders in this game. I get my free road and point it towards the 411 wood sheep. And another free road. Blue builds towards the 3-1 port. I don't really understand this. They may be trying to ensure that they get that spot from green. I'm really hoping to get a wheat here so I can build a settlement on the 411. Blue has 9 cards. I do not like trading with people with more than 8 or so cards because they can probably do a big move and they decide to hold. I don't agree with this and then they get 7'd out. So I got to give away some cards, but so does blue, unfortunately. So I've left myself with a wheat and 2 ore, meaning that 1/6 will roll me another city, and then I pick up another dev card and get another victory point. So that's 3 victory points so far. I probably would have rathered some knights, but 3 victory points is always going to be very handy. Get that 4 for a free road again, and then another free road. I've got 8 cards here, so I have to do something. I've got to build a road here to get my hand under 7 cards, and then a 6 rolls, getting me the wheat and ore. So I'm hoping that I don't 7 out, and then I will be able to trade 3 for 1, wood for wheat, and then build my city. Blue's trying to get us to give up ore and wheat, but that's not going to happen. Not at this stage of the game. And 8 rolls, blue would not be happy with that, and green, because they've got their ore blocked, and then green builds a city. I get 7'd out again and have to give away 2 ore. Yeah, and get stolen from by black. This is not good. Roll a 7 and throw that robber straight back onto that ore. I do not want ore in this game. Produced by other players, that is. Get a 9, so I'm 1 wheat away from another city. Let's see if I can get one. Or even a sheep here would let me build a settlement. Black builds on the wood port and has actually come back in this game, so maybe they're going to be a threat. So I get a wheat off the 9 and build a city on the 6 ore. So this is going to mean that I can build cities really quickly because I have the 6 and the 9 wheat. And on a 6 I produce 1 wheat and 3 ore, making me 1 wheat away from a city every time a 6 rolls. So this is the kind of strength of this strategy, is that as soon as you start to build cities on these spots, you accelerate really quickly, and 1 roll can give you a city. And 8 rolls, which is really bad for me, means there's a lot of wheat and ore going onto the board. 5 gives wood and wheat. Black trades 2 for 1 for an ore and cities up for their second city. So black has 1 knight and is kind of looking like they're going to start buying more development cards and probably take largest army. Blue hasn't done anything in a while. Another 8 rolls, giving green a city, and another 8. This is really bad for me. Wheat is coming out, and then there's another city from black. So these 8s are really killing me. They're giving blue, green, and black city building materials, and black's buying dev cards, so they're probably accelerating towards largest army. So I need some things to start going my way if I'm going to win this game. I get 2 sheep there. Blue finally gets that city down on the 8 ore spot. Yeah, so I need to figure out a way of getting this robber off my 6 wheat. That's just really killing my game at the moment. Right there, missing out on cities. So I have a very bloated hand right now, 11 cards, hoping I don't 7 out. So I should be able to make a move next turn if I don't 7 out. Black buying more development cards and has 2 knights, so black is definitely going for largest army. Glad that they reconnected. And yeah, offers me a sheet for wheat. I really needed a wheat in this spot, so I took that trade. I think I trade a sheet for wood here, thinking that I need to 4 for 1, but forgot that I had the 3 for 1 port, so that's a bad mistake right there on my part. But it happens. So now every 6 that I get, it's going to be a city. So yeah, I'm on 9 points with all those victory points. So I'm just waiting for another 6 to roll, and look at that. That robber on the 6 is killing me, and that would have been the game right there. But no. Another 8 rolls. There has been so many 8s in this game. And black is just loading up on development cards. Black is very dangerous here. If they have 2 victory points, all they need is 1 more robber, 1 more knight, and they will win the game. Black takes largest army with 3 development cards. They must have at least 1 victory point. But for some reason, it moves to the 2 wood. I do not understand this at all. They really need to be blocking me. And then another 8 rolls, giving wheat and ore to everyone on the board. Blue is on 8 points, so surely the blue is going to be able to build a city here. My 6 rolls, and I am uncontested right now. So as long as a 7 doesn't roll, I've got the game here. So let's just keep our fingers crossed. Green rolls a 9. 8 points, so everyone's really close. There's going to be some VPs out there. Hopefully black doesn't... Oh no, a 7. That is just painful. And steals my ore. That is killer. That is absolutely devastating. Black must be on 9 points right now. So them buying development cards is dangerous. They could pull a VP. They could pull a VP out of thin air here. Got lucky there. That is so unfortunate. 3 wheat, 2 ore. Another 8 rolls. Everyone's on 8. Green and black could be on 9. They probably don't suspect that I'm on 9. Yeah, black's going to find it hard to draw dev cards, VPs, when I've got 3 victory points, because that's definitely what they're hunting for at the moment. See, I can win. Oh, look at that. The 6 rolls. That could be it. This could be the game right here. Even if a 7 rolls, I'm still going to have enough cards. So let's just keep our fingers crossed. And I've got the game here. I've got the game. Even if a 7 rolls, I'll have enough for a city, and that'll be it. So that just shows how having this coordinated setup can really quickly turn your game around and just give you quick victory points with just 1 roll of the dice. So they steal from me, putting me on 9, but that still doesn't matter. I still only need to get rid of 4 cards if I get a 7 here. So I think I'm going to call good game, unless black miraculously does something, but no, and there it is. Alright, let's see what the stats are in this game. So yeah, black had 1, and look at the dice rolls. So even though there was so many more 8s than there was 6s, having the coordinated 6s just meant that every time a 6 rolled, I could more effectively use my resources that I got. And how many 4s? There was a decent amount of 4s, nothing spectacular. So yeah. Thank you all for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe and give me a comment if you've got any video suggestions, if you have any different moves that you would have made in this game, or what you ate today.